and he didn't finish the shot.
It's all tied in Phoenix. Well, earlier we sat down with playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, Wiley, he's in at the point. Mirza Teletovic out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Morris in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And guys, what is and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody. For me, my favorite memory of Barea, his outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Suns ahead, leading by 14. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that. And that was big for us. When they made a mistake and tried to give us points, we didn't let the chance slip by. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
And now, your Suns.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Knight. 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, off target on the 15-footer.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Suns leading by 4. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's deflected. Matthews with it. He's got 11. He feeds it to Williams. Dishes to Parsons. To tie. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Parsons got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
There's Freak. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school, and he could be on the NBA clock.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
It appeared to me as though the
Good win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Bledsoe.
It was a very physical performance he turned in tonight. Just look at the number of times he got to the free throw line. Over and over again, he drove hard.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports
I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. They were dominated last year, not... .149 left here in the first quarter. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Lure dishes to Freak. Kicks it to Lure. And here's Freak. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Now, here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. Pass to Freak. Shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Curry against Knight. Back to Green. With 1 on the clock. Glenn with the block. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definite. So different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Ezeli is out there with Green, and it's Rush in at the 3.
Concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket, too.
Curry passes to Green. Dishes it to Thompson. Unloads from 13. Ezeli kicks to Rush. Golden State moving it around. Thompson dishes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
.153 left to play here in the second quarter. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Wiley gets it to go. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Curry attacking from the high post. He drills it. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's Freak. Another one falls for Phoenix. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Curry passes to Rush. Out to Thompson. Lots of room. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 16 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Goodwin. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rush, guarded by Tucker. And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Here's Freak. Good D by Thompson. And so we wrap up the first half.
Thank you, Kevin.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
No slowing.
.151 left in the fourth quarter. Riley, he's in at the point. E.J. Tucker is out there with John Lure. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Goodwin in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Warriors leading by 22. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Here's Iguodala. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Suns.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thompson. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Rush kicks to Ezeli. To the inside. Here's Livingston. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And Rush kicks to Barnes. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Wiley. They get the rebound.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yes, Kevin here with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. Klay Thompson, just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just... And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed...
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why is that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on a loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's Bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V-G-G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
The bright lights of the Oculus framing the western entry of Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Nice clean game, huh?
You look at Phoenix. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
Yeah, but you know, during the course of a long season, every team hits what I call a speed bump on occasion. This team is in that stretch right now, but I wouldn't discount them. They've still got a chance to be really good. This could very well just be a bump in the road.
Subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Well, the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year. They went 17-24, Clark, on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and you factor in a 6-game road losing streak to end the year. That pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bargnani's got his first points of the game.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Knight wide open, buries the long-range jumper.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Larkin. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Nets passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Off target at the rim.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting it.
16 feet away. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Freak's got his first basket of the night. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Here's Larkin. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
It's Knight with the drive, and that one's good. Knight's got 5.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Here's Larkin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Larkin's got his second basket of the night.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Well, with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Joe Johnson. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Larkin in for Jarrett Jack. Shane Larkin is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Young. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Robinson in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard 1s and 2s, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court. You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improved his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, and not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
Knight hits them both. And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
Shots good from Young.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And here's Freak. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams.
And the technical free throw is good. There's 45 seconds left now here in the second, and it's Freak missing. Nets trail by 8. Here's Larkin. He's got 5. Pass to Bogdanovich. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Robinson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Here's Larkin. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. The pass to Bargnani. 2 on the clock. Rejected by Len. And the first half is now in the books. The Sun.
Well, Tyson, what?
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Larkin in for Bogdanovich. Setting the floor for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Brandon Knight is out there with Wiley. And it's Len in at the 5. Jack with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Larkin can't get it to go. Suns leading by 10. It's Knight with the drive. Morris outside. Here's Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Can't hit from 12. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Jack dishes to Robinson. Back to Jack. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Phoenix. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
Nets trail by 10. Feeds to Bogdanovich. Picked by Bargnani. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Robinson. 4 on the shot clock. But a shot from 20 feet away. No good from Jack.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wiley the pass to Morris. The 19-foot shot. No good. Jack with the defensive effort. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately they were the ones who came up short.
Morris with the bucket.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And as we
All right, now, I want everyone here at the
welcome back, fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one. Bargnani is checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas Robinson comes in for Johnson. And here's Brooklyn. They trail by 18. Robinson is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of
it. Right wing. Bargnani inside the three-point line. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Freak with it. Shoots. Wow, way off on that one. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans.
Way to play, boy. Way to play. Hey.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Bledsoe.
This play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're going to have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we got to set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team all-NBA, first team all-defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakinandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa, okay.
You love it,
All
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right. But blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed. Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
Tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try. And I have to be sensible. You know what I mean?
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Cleveland is working their way through. Thompson comes in for Mozgov, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Shot clock at 3. Here's LeBron. And the shot falls short this time.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Stolen by Tucker, and up the court come the Suns on the break. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Phoenix?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively?
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. J.R. Smith's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Irving subbed in for Williams. Wiley, he's in at the point. Warren is out there with John Lewis. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Chandler in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And guys, with the Suns last year, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play.
Bledsoe kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Lewis. The dish to Freak. Now the pass to Lewis. He kicks it to Warren. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Wiley gets it to go. Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics. And pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin. And pushing the pace is really when they were most effective.
Chandler with the steal. Smith against Bledsoe. Warren dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Wiley. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. No good. Shumpert with some nice deep.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Irving, and he converts the layup. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Well, Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Love. At 3 off the mark. Suns leading by 6. Wiley the pass to Chandler. It's Freak, top of the key. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 9 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Irving. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Picked by Moskov. Outside Irving to the middle, and it's going to be a 3-second call. So for the Suns, Markieff Morris is checking. The clock runs out, and we're heading to half.
Gentlemen, over.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2. The Suns making a change here. Wiley's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Shumpert's checked in. On the court for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Mozgov is out there with LeBron James. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. 12 points for Freak.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
They set the pick. James kicks to Mozgov. On the wing, Irving. For 3. A shot by LeBron. No good. Suns lead by 4. Here's Freak. The shot misses. Good D by James. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Morris is checked in for Tyson Chandler. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And Lure kicks to Freak. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Warren kicks to Lure. For 3, Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Freak dishes to Warren. Here's Bledsoe. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in.
Look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Wiley, he's in at point guard. John Lure's out there with Warren. And it's Chandler. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Kicks to Freak. Pass to Lure. Now the feed to Chandler. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. LeBron with the ball.
Irvin's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ball game.
No room for mistakes right now.
Here's Freak. A three-pointer off the mark. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Williams passes to Irving, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Phoenix.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well.
Thanks, Cav. LeBron.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet. Kyrie Irving, no matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the... And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.